Welcome back. Today we're going to look at expanded form and place value. So how much is each digit worth? So when you look at the number 43, you have the 3 is worth 3. And then there's the 4, it's worth 40. So 43 would be like saying 40 plus 3. So write the number in expanded form. Now, my advice to all my students is to always work backwards. So right now I'm going to do it with the arrows like that. So it would be 50 plus 2. This one here is 1, and an 8 in the tens column is 80. So it would be 80 plus 1. What if one of the digits is 0? Well, if it's 0, it's 0. It doesn't exist. We talked about this in the previous video, that if there's 0 there, there's nothing. So write it in expanded form. So for those of you who don't like to work backwards, you know that this is in the hundreds column. 400, 50, and 9. So it would be 400 plus 50 plus 9. This one here has a lot more to it. So I'm just going to draw arrows here. 3 is in the 10,000s column, so it would be 30,000. 2 is in the thousands column, so it would be 2,000. 1 is in the hundreds column, it's 100. 2 is in the tens column, so it's 20. And 6 is in the ones column, it's just 6. Okay, so I like working backwards, but I'm going to show you how to do this forwards and backwards, just because not everybody will want to work backwards like me. So for the purpose of this video, I will go forwards, but we will see where there's problems with it. But we have 350. So we have a 3 in the hundreds column, so there's 300. The 5 would make 50. And because there's nothing there, you can just leave it like this. You can put plus 0, but because it doesn't exist, you don't have to put it there. So let's look at this one here. The 3 is in the hundreds column, so it would be 300 plus, now the 0 in the tens column, if there's nothing there, you just skip over it. And 5 in the ones column, you just write down 5. So this is how you would write this one. So sometimes the missing value will be here, sometimes it'll be there, and it could be anywhere in number. It just won't be at the beginning. So write the number in expanded form. So let's see here, same with these numbers here. What I previously said is something that you may see. I am not a fan of this. That means I don't like this. Not a fan. Okay, because this is not common. You have 3 10,000s, you have 2,000s, 400s, 2 10s, 7 ones. Again, I am not a fan. I'm just going to skip this. I would rather you do this. Let me just write this down so it's not taken out of context. I would rather see this. 4,000 plus 500 plus 80 plus 9. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get you to do the sum, because this is a more common thing you will see. 30 plus 7, 37. Now I know you can use a calculator, but these are questions that are not for a calculator. So these ones are easy because all the place values are available. They're all filled in with a digit. There's no zeros. But this one doesn't have that same luxury. 500 plus 7. So you can do it like this. Or some people like to add like this, where you're lining up the place values. I prefer this method. It's a little bit easier for me. So 300 plus 2 is 302. There is no tens. 200 plus 30, there's no ones. So it's just 230. 5,000 plus 60 plus 1, well, there's no hundreds. So the hundreds column has to stay empty. This one here, it's missing hundreds and tens. So you have to put zeros there and just a 3. This one here, E, is missing thousands, it's missing tens, and it's missing ones. So we have 80,300. And same with this one. You have to look at what's missing. It's missing this one and it's missing this one. So if it's missing those two numbers stay, and then you get that. So just some shortcuts you can look at once you fully understand place value. Here we have the kind of the opposite. We're given the answer. We have to find the missing number. So the 3 is here and the 2 is here. So the 5 represents 50. Let me make that look better. 50. Let me make this a little bit thinner, the pen. So now we have 50,000 plus 20. We're missing 1. So the 50,000 is here, the 20 is here. There are 2 zeros, so we ignore them. So now we have to look at this one here. 4 is in the thousands. 4,000. Here's another big number. It has a bunch of zeros. So we have the 7, we have the 3. We're missing the 4. And the 4 is in the 10,000s column. So it would be 40,000. This one here is not written in order, but we can match the numbers here. We have 4,000, we have 300, and we have 7. So we're missing the 2 in the tens column, which is 20.